SportsTownChicago.com. O'Hare. Broadcasting live from Sportstown, Chicago. Broadcast home for your Windy City Bulls and Chicago Dogs. We're in a league of our own. Now, here's your SportstownChicago.com update.
At 8:33, I'm Matt Donlee with your SportstownChicago.com update brought to you by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to BeOnAir.com. A Big Ten SEC showdown is underway on the hardwood at the United Center as number 8 ranked Illinois men's basketball faces off against number 11 Alabama. U of I comes into the night 4-0 while Alabama sits at 2-1. Tonight's game is on FS1 with the Illini favored by 2.5. In other college basketball news, number 4 Arizona traveled to number 3 UConn where they defeated the Huskies 71-67 earlier tonight. UConn will play Illinois on November 28th at 11:30 a.m. on Fox. Later tonight, the Bulls finished their West Coast road trip in Portland against the Trailblazers. Guard Trey Jones is questionable with an ankle injury, while forward Jalen Smith is probable to play dealing with a right pectoral strain. After yet another thrilling win for the Bears Sunday, they took the practice field today at Hallis Hall, where quarterback Caleb Williams spoke with the media, having this to say about the Bears' recent success in tight games.
I think offensive line did a great job. Everybody else, tight ends and running backs did a great job blocking. And, we got to execute and do better just to be able to pull away and not keep the game so close and kind of keep it kind of like the first game.
A key piece to winning in more dominant fashion will be held by the return of defensive backs Kyler Gordon and Jalen Johnson, who practiced today in a limited capacity while still on IR. With Aaron Rodgers' status still questionable for Sunday's game, the Bears look to win their 9th game in their last 10 contests. Sunday's game is at noon on CBS with the Bears favored by 2.5. Now 5 games over 500 and tied for 3rd in the Central, the Blackhawks look to make it 3 home wins in a row tomorrow night against the Kraken. Coming off his 2nd hat trick in 3 weeks last night against the Flames, Connor Bedard is now 4th in the NHL in points with 26. Yesterday, the White Sox added left-handed reliever Chris Murphy in a trade with Boston. Murphy went 3-0 with a 3.12 ERA in 23 relief appearances with the Red Sox last year. This has been your SportstownChicago.com update brought to you by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to BeOnAir.com.
And you will respect my authority. Man, don't laugh.
And now, it's time for the Matt and Lee Sports Talk Show. What's going on, folks? Welcome back to another edition of the Matt and Lee Sports Talk Show. If you're watching us live on the stream, we apologize for some technical difficulties. We don't have the video part up, but you can still hear our beautiful voices. And Lee, if I do say so myself, you've got a beautiful voice, my friend.
You as well. It's ringing. I can hear it. It sounds like honey right now in my ears.
Oh, thank you, my man. Thank you. We've got a loaded show today with NBA talk. We're going to be going over the injury issues that are plaguing the NBA right now. We're also going to be talking about some good players on bad teams. I think they need some love too. And then we're going to wrap up talking about LeBron's return to the Lakers and everything that goes along with that.
Good deal.
And Lee, let's get the show started right. Let the folks at home know where they can find you.
Yes, right on time. So you can find me at BROGEODI on any handle. It's underscore before it on TikTok.
Fantastic. And for me, it's Matt_D14 on Twitter. And today we're going to get started with some injury news. Lee, what is going on with all the injuries in the NBA this season?
A lot of them. I wouldn't even know where to start. I wouldn't want to put anybody below anybody else. I'm wondering, though, was it like some malnutrition this summer? And you know what I mean? And the food out there at camp or something, right?
Everybody makes the joke when teams get eliminated from the playoffs. They're going to Cancun. Maybe they spent a couple extra weeks in Cancun and got, a little sick there. Maybe they weren't working on their handles down there. Maybe they were, sitting by the pool a little bit too much.
Exactly.
Resting those legs.
Exactly. Right. Maybe a little bit too much camera time and margaritas and stuff for the stars. Because, you got 14 notable stars injured, right? Anthony Davis is always injured. So
yeah, it seems like he always is injured.
Yeah,
he's always on those injury reports.
It's one of the less surprising ones, but Giannis is usually invincible. He's out 2 weeks for a left groin strain. I wouldn't say invincible, but pretty durable. And Walker Kessler and Kobe White is back, but it goes to show, it's not only like a lot of players being injured, but I mentioned some players who rarely get injured for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can't be invincible forever, but I think that's what stands out, the most to me. I'm used to Zion Williamson or Paul George being hurt, Joel Embiid. But you got LaMelo, you got DeMonte Sabonis out. It's like, I don't know what's going on. I would say somebody needs to get some protein powder or something like that.
Wouldn't that be funny if all these guys were injured and then Ben Simmons randomly was just like, "Hey guys, I'm good to play. I can,
Right,
I
I'm
can
gonna
come back."
take back over the NBA now. Yeah, right.
He was just waiting for this season to pop up, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, right. I'm 6'8". I'm gonna use it for real.
Yeah. Our Olympic head coach Steve Kerr had some thoughts on the injuries. Let's take a listen to what he had to say about what could be causing some of these injuries here.
I'm very concerned. The pace difference is dramatic. This team tonight has really upped their pace compared to last year. I think across the league, everybody understands now that it's just easier to score if you can beat the opponent down the floor, get out in transition. But when everybody's doing that, the games are much higher paced, faster paced, and then everyone has to cover out to 25 feet because everybody can shoot threes. So we have all the data. Players are running faster and further than ever before. And so we're trying to do the best we can to protect them. But basically have a game every other night. Not an easy thing to do.
So I agree with him to an extent there. Some things that stick out to me that I don't really know if you can necessarily blame it on this year. I feel like the NBA has been fast-paced and physical and hyper-talented for quite a few years now.
No doubt.
Do you think that it's just wear and tear on these? Because these, obviously, they're not rookies, some of these big names. They've been in the league 5-10 years. Do you think that it's just them finally getting worn down after 5 to 10 years worth of high-intensity play, and then it's just kind of all happening now? Like, what do you make of Steve Kerr saying that?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that it is here or there. It goes on both ends. I believe what he's saying is correct as well. But, at the same time, it is a little probably dependent as well on the workload, obviously. But that workload changes so much based on not just trades, but what's going on currently in your standing, right? In your conference, I should say. I think that it kind of makes players play harder or less harder too. You know what I mean? Obviously, you just kind of want to – I think that you want to imagine playing safe in more instances than not. You know what I mean? So you kind of just want to make moves where you're not about to risk something, right? You're not about to risk tearing something. That's why you do see a lot of players in the gym outside and rec and whatnot. And you're like, oh my God, I didn't know he played like that, right? You see Russell Westbrook, you think he's a loose cannon. You know what I mean? You see him play in the actual gym against somebody at LA Fitness, bro. He's ridiculously
right.
You know what I mean? Because he has to be more careful in the game, so he makes sure he doesn't mess something up. So I think that a big bunch of it is just being more careful, right? And I mentioned that workload because a lot of times, sometimes players get overwhelmed and put themselves in position to get hurt. Right.
Yeah. And I think that we're really approaching the new era of NBA basketball where we need fewer games. Yeah. Because here's the thing, as fans, as consumers of the product, we want to see high-level basketball. Yeah. You ask so many people, do you watch the NBA? A lot of people will say, not until the playoffs, because that's when they play hard. And I get that to an extent. I had a buddy who wasn't really into sports that much, but he really liked basketball. He kind of got introduced to basketball more through the high school game. Yeah. And in the high school game, it's a lot more, team oriented. Yeah. Depending on what kind of teams that you're seeing, sometimes you could have one or two stars, but a lot of times it's a lot more, you're pressing, full court. It's different than when you watch the NBA. We took him to an NBA game, and he was like, "This is awful. I hate it." Oh, wow. It was like a early January game. It wasn't, and it was the Bulls versus I think the Clippers like 3 years ago. But he wasn't able to appreciate the individual talent, which I can understand because they weren't playing super hard. Admittedly, I watched the game as well. They kind of shut it down halfway through the third. It was kind of out of hand, and they were just kind of load managing during the game almost.
Oh wow!
And I can understand the frustration that people have with that because these are some of the best athletes in the world. Yeah. They have the greatest basketball talent anywhere, and you want to see them play hard. At the same time, if you reduce the number of games, not only can they play harder over the course of the season because they're not playing every other day like Steve Kerr said, it gives more importance to the games. If you got 82 games in the season, you drop a couple in November, it's not that big of a deal.
Not at all.
If you make it 50 to 60 games, well, now those games matter a lot more.
Yeah. big time.
What do you think about that, reducing the number of games in the NBA?
Yeah, I think that Kawhi Leonard and Kemp have already. I think that they already tried their experiment with that heavily. I think that Zion and Joel Embiid were probably also a part of the experiment. Where I know Kawhi Leonard for sure was confirmed on it, and they actually fined him. They fined him and the Clippers because he was purposely just, I have an illness, or this is a rest day, right? You're taking off so many games just to try to keep your legs fresh, but at the same time, you're disadvantaging your team, right? So many different ways. We talk about incentives players have to have, right? You're disadvantaging the team with not being available. But, no, I think it is a good method, though, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, I mentioned Kawhi Leonard because it's here or there with him. He did it so much and missed so many games. You think, like, he should have some of the freshest legs around right now. Maybe he should be pretty recuperated, but he's not. He's still going through it pretty badly.
And age probably has something to do with that as well. It's different when these guys are doing it well into their 30s versus, dudes who are 24, 25.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. That's definitely a factor. So I know Giannis. Giannis is still pretty young as well, but like he doesn't get any days off. You know what I mean? For real. You know what I mean? Outside of his injury, it's here or there. I think. Yeah, I want to see how. Do you know how old Giannis is?
I think he's almost 30.
He is 30 on the head.
He is 30. Okay, yeah. So he's right around. He's in that turning point age where the age is starting to get to him a little bit, playing in the league this long.
Yeah.
And
since 19.
Yeah. He's been in the league for a long time, and I feel like he's an exception to this, where I feel like a lot of these players, and rightfully so, they know their worth. Yeah. They know they're making a lot of money, and they know that the NBA is making a lot of money off of them. And I feel like the players are almost kind of in unison in a way that, hey, look, we're all getting injured. We can't play this many games. Sorry that you bought these tickets to come and see us, but we need to make it through. We need to be healthy. And then you look at some of these guys like Tatum, Halliburton in the playoffs, and then all of a sudden, boom, they go too hard, snap their Achilles, whatever it might be.
And sorry.
No, go ahead, yeah.
You're right. Like, it does get more intense towards the playoffs normally, and it's begging the question, like, do you think they should shorten the season?
Yeah. They could keep the season month-wise. They could still go from October to regular season ending in April. That's fine. But, when you have an issue, and the NBA has their whole other thing when it comes to blackout games and where you can watch nationally televised games and, what they choose to promote. And also there's sometimes an issue with attendance in some areas. I know the Bulls are fine with that. The Bulls are always top of the league with attendance. But we love them. We love those Bulls. But at the same time, if you add more importance, like why is it that when you look at every single NFL game, for the most part, sold out every week, even if the teams are kind of trash, sold out all the time. It's once a week, and you get it for 4 months out of the year. If you add extra importance to those games and say, hey, you don't get that many of them. You can't, if you want to see your team, you can't skip today. They're going on a road trip and they won't be back till next month or something. If you only make it like 2 or 3 games per week instead of 4 or 5, I think that can go a long way.
Makes sense. That's a good point. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know football season comes around and everybody's like herky jerky, and they're on the fritz excited for it because it's been so long. So I like that point. I definitely I didn't think about it in that aspect. That's what made me pose the question: should the season be short?
Yeah.
That was a great answer. As far as I've always thought about the workload and specific workload on a player, how hard a game could be, but I love that.
And that's something that you see across all sports is non-contact injuries. And those are the scariest ones, right? At least in football, when a guy, gets tackled really hard and you can see him kind of holding his leg. Well, we can understand why he got hurt in that sense. And sometimes those are a little easier to treat. It depends on the injury, of course. If you're tearing an ACL, that's, obviously that in and of itself is an awful injury to recover from. But if you're getting banged up here and there and you see these guys on the injury report in the NFL, you can understand why they're getting injured. When it comes to the NBA, it is contact, right? It is still a contact sport in a way, but at the same time, with all the tight moves that they're trying to make, with the pace that they're trying to keep up with what they're putting the stress on their body under day in and day out, trying to go as hard as they can with these other guys, that can create a lot of strain on those tendons and that soft tissue. And I'm no doctor, but I know that it's something that the more stress you put on that body, and especially the legs, the worse it's going to be in the long run for these players and the longevity of their careers and even their lives after their careers.
Yeah. Huge point out. Yep, definitely. That's what they keep in mind with the workload, I'm sure, is making sure, hey, like you said, for the fans, we want to make it through these games. We want to be available and whatnot. But also, long-term longevity, not just a year, not just my career. After, I don't want to be walking hobble-kneed. You know what I mean? Dwayne Wade mentioned it. He stopped right in time. He retired wisely enough. And not too long ago, he still had to get surgery on his knees.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, retire right on time with it, but I think definitely a huge one. I believe that when it comes down to that workload for a lot of players, though, I think that it is huge. You know what I mean? I think that you want to try to create more opportunities where players are, not to say that coaches aren't already doing this, but using their attributes a little more easily. You know what I mean? Working smarter instead of harder, right? They always get KD right down that. Which, he still ends up with injuries every now and again, but they get him right down there in his spot. You can catch the ball. You can kind of spin off and shoot. You know what I mean? KD could easily blow past a lot of people, but he doesn't put that strain on himself.
Yep.
Go into, how hard some of these guys work. You notice a lot of growing injuries, right? A lot of leg injuries in general. Joel Embiid, Kobe White, LaMelo, Anthony Davis. All leg injuries, but even more importantly, you get higher up in that with Jason Tatum with the Achilles, right? The groin for Giannis. So, like you said, extending out, being prepared to run past. Yeah, it gets tough.
Oh yeah, and it's one of those where you got to pick your battles, right?
Yeah.
When you're an NBA player, and it's tough to hear, and I think that's something that I feel you see this in a lot of professional leagues. The league needs to work with the players because obviously the league is making a lot of money off of these guys. But at the same time, you got to prioritize your product first and the longevity of that product.
No doubt.
And you might lose some game, or you might lose some money in the process of shortening the season. You might lose some, and I don't think the NBA is going about it in the right way necessarily. I mean, there are some situations where, guys may be excessively over-resting, load management, that kind of thing. But I don't think it's the right look to say, no, you're going to play. And if you don't play, we're going to fine you.
Right.
I don't think that's the best move. You're working against your players at that point. Clearly, there's a need that needs to be filled. And they're kind of actively going against that away and saying, no, you're going to keep going. If you get injured, you get injured, but you're going to keep going.
Yeah, we want the money. We want to know you tried your hardest. It's like, no good, definitely.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where we're gonna see it play out. Who knows where it's gonna go from this point? But hopefully, it's not a good look to see a month into the season and this many key injuries.
No doubt.
So hopefully we can get that figured out and we'll go from there.
Good deal. All right.
NBA stars are hiding right beneath our noses in small markets and bad teams. Our guest Josh joins Lee and I to break down which players deserve more love and shouldn't be punished for being on underperforming teams.
He's right there. It's the bottom of the seventh inning. The last chance to order beer. But we didn't come here to drink beer. We came here to win this ball game.
Chicago's so lucky.
SportsTownChicago.com.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Pizza at your house and you can get it at the store. Uh-oh, here we go. Chicagoland area. Little Caesars is heating up for the summer. Try our new Crazy Puffs, $3.99. Walk-in or delivery. 7 days a week. 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Filled with cheesy mozzarella, pepperoni, pizza sauce, buttery, garlic flavored drizzle, Italian herb and Parmesan seasoning. Deep dish Detroit style pizza, $7.99. Super cheesy bread, $5.99. Hot and ready combo, $12.99. And for your daily deals, go to LitCaesars.com. Oh, Little Caesars, with our crazy puffs and cheesy dreams, you light up my soul with your pepperoni schemes. With every slice we share, with every moment we dare in this piece of love affair. So you didn't hear that just here. You don't want to miss out on these delicious deals. Visit your Chicagoland area Little Caesars today. Cheese, cheese, cheese.
Nobody does food better than our friends south of the border. If you're looking for delicious, authentic Mexican food in Chicagoland's backyard, check out the Topos restaurant. Try their quesadillas, burritos, or my favorite, the 3-taco combo with steak and extra chipotle salsa.
Muy caliente!
They even have breakfast for early risers. Topos is the highest rated Mexican restaurant in Naperville on Yelp. Once you try it, you'll understand why. Visit totoposnaperville.com for their menu, special offers, and online ordering on Grubhub. Pickup or delivery. Topos Restaurant, open nightly until 8:30, closed on Sundays, located next to the Jewel on Aurora Avenue in Naperville. Experience fresh, homemade Mexican at the Topos Restaurant.
I got an affordable family-owned restaurant for you that won't cost you an arm and a lamb. It's Goodies in River Grove. My Goodies order never changes. A gyros, not a gyro. Smothered in sauce and hot fries on the side for less than $9. If I'm really starved, I'll add a chicken kebab to my order. Looking for more? Try a juicy cheeseburger, Chicago-style hot dogs, or a toasty corned beef meal. I can walk in 7 days a week, dine with my family, or call 708-583-1700. Pick it up and enjoy it at home. Can't stop in? Not a problem. Goodies delivers through Grubhub, DoorDash, and Seamless. Goodies is located at Cumberland, Belmont, River Grove. Goodies bring authentic Greek food to the Chicago.
It's the summer of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. To reach peak summer mode, you need your summer coffee, like a smooth new s'mores frozen Dunkin' coffee, a refreshing butter pecan iced coffee, or a sweet coconut cream pie cold brew. What could be better than iced frozen coffee on a hot summer day? Nothing. Dunkin' Donuts has all your favorite flavors this summer. So come enjoy the summer of coffee and keep cool out there, kids. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Looking for a great bargain? Want to find cool collectibles? Need to get fresh fruit and vegetables for the family? Come on down to Swapo Ramen. 3 great locations, 42nd and Ashland in Chicago, Melrose Park in Ulsa, with hundreds of indoor and outdoor vendors selling clothing, tools, electronics, and much, much more. Have stuff for sale? Become a Swapo Ramen vendor and turn your hidden treasure into cash. Visit their website for market days, hours, and vendor information. Go to swap-o-ramen.com. Swapo Ramen, the first name in flea markets.
Here comes Rozier. He's got Miles. Oh! Yowza! Humdiddly-dee! Hornets leading by 9. Super important game. LaMelo! What a pass! That's how you do it! Oh my goodness! With hair on it! Rozier! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Miles Bridges! LaMelo! With the guts of a cat burglar, we're tied at 97.
Eric Collins, the Hornets announcer, treating us with some of the best calls that personally I think I might have ever heard. And today we are treated with our guest here, Josh. Going to be talking some NBA with us. Say what's good to the people, Josh.
What's good? What's up? What's up? Yeah, what's up?
Where can the people find you on social media, my man?
Alright, so y'all can find me at Instagram _Gango with 5 O's, TikTok, My Fault Gango with 2 O's, and then YouTube with My Fault Gango, just 1 O.
Nice.
Fantastic, my man. That video, courtesy of a great compilation. I found that one on YouTube. Maximilian 711. That was, I could listen to that for days. I don't know about you guys.
Fly stuff, man. You cooking it up.
Hey, man, I'm big into the announcers, man.
Yeah.
And especially, I know a lot of people say it's kind of corny, kind of cheesy when he's, he'll do this with like 7 minutes left in a second. It's not even a big moment of the game, but he's still bringing the energy. I love it. I don't think every announcer should be like that, but I think that's, it adds a lot to the value, and it's just fun to listen to.
For sure. Mike Breen, Kevin Harlan, and Eric Collins. My favorite three.
Oh,
bang.
That double bang, the double bang too?
Yeah.
And Durant is old. Kevin Harlan. Yeah, that guy, he talks is great too. So
They treat us with some great announcers, and the reason I play that is because not just the Hornets, but LaMelo Ball, what he's able to do on there is very impressive. I honestly think part of the reason that we see and hear so much of his highlights is because of Eric Collins and his calls. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I'll be scrolling on my feed, and the only reason I'm seeing a crazy highlight from LaMelo is because they're tweeting about that awesome call with it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he's bringing some attention to some of these underrated, maybe not underrated, but these low market teams, small markets. They still got good players too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. LaMelo definitely got matched up with the perfect announcer for that one. Him and Miles Bridges.
For sure. For sure.
Even since they were young, they always had a knack to kind of go at a team's neck. I would say, I don't know, when you watch it, you kind of see them, even if they do keep a traditional mold, you know what I mean? Whatever the coach's playing style is, you always can expect LaMelo and Miles Bridges to go at someone's neck and play their hardest, whether they're down by 20 or down by 2. You know what I mean? They still play consistently about the same. And I do notice that, LaMelo is the face of the Hornets proudly. I think he likes it over there, but I do wonder if he ever considers something deeper. Definitely, it's a great example for sure.
Josh, what do you think about some of these? What comes to your mind when you think about really good player on either a bad team or a small market team?
Okay, so like a good player on a bad team, I think of Larry Marketing because he's like averaging 30 a lot, and it's really just like I feel like he's not going to do that on a good team, but he still can provide so much for a good team. I like him. Like I've always thought of him on the Timberwolves, right? Because like I want the pairing of him and Ant, just because like I like Jim Daniels. He's decent. Yeah. he's a good defender, but like they need some shooters over on that team. They lack some shooters. So I'd say they'll have Larry Marketing, and I do like the Darius Garland. I think Cleveland's kind of like they're like just a low market team. So I think like Cleveland for like Darius Garland, they need to move on from him because I feel like him and Mitchell don't work. It just to me never worked. Even when they were like winning games and all that, like you see in the playoffs, like it's like one person goes like tries to score, another person just stands away. They have no off ball movement. Yeah. So like Mitchell, he's a ball dominant player. He doesn't know how to move off the ball, so he needs somebody who knows how to move the ball.
Definitely, I could dig that. I like how you said that too with Laurie Marketing going over there with Anthony Edwards. That's not a bad market for him too, where he possibly could still score 25 points a game. You know what I mean? Because Julius Randle's over there averaging 19 or 18, and they have totally different playing styles. Obviously, Julius, they're both isolation, I think, for the most part. But Julius a little slower and a little lower down there.
Or you can go to the Warriors too. I don't like the Warriors too.
That's a good market.
Like a stretch 5 or like a stretch 4. I don't hate it. And put a Draymond, move a small ball because that's what the Warriors like. The Warriors like small ball, so why not just keep a small ball and have just Larry over there?
No question.
Yeah.
Who would be better fit for the Warriors? I want to say that randomly. Laurie Marketing or Paulo Blanchard?
I like Paulo, but I like Paulo. No, I don't. I like Paulo where he is. I just want Trae Young to go over there
with Magic.
I like Trae Young. That's Trae Young goes over there. Perfect.
Didn't even think about Trae Young.
Well,
that's a viable option too.
Yeah, that's who I think of when I think of like really good player on a kind of an underperforming team. That's Trae Young. I mean,
I don't think they're gonna move on from him.
No.
They think he's the prime ATL.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I think Trae loves ATL
player. So like they're not moving on from him.
Yeah, I think Trae loves ATL a little bit too much too. He don't think he
want to go nowhere. But they surrounded with so much like weird players. Like I like Jalen Johnson. All right, Jalen Johnson is such an underrated player. Like Jalen Johnson, like Porzingis is injury prone. They got like Dyson Daniels, a good defender. You have a good team, right? But like Trae doesn't fit that team. Well, Trae doesn't. I don't know. He needs to go somewhere else. Like he needs like teams that built to win. I want him to win because when he first got in the league and he made it to the conference finals like 21 or something like that, and he went all the way that far. Everybody was like, "Yo, like Trae Young's this guy, this and that," and then they haven't made the same success playoff wise, and he became underrated. Like Fox too. Same thing with Fox. Even though I like Fox in the Spurs, but like
no doubt.
So it's just something like that.
I mean, shoot, because I'm looking right. Trae Young has always been effective. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. But you look at what this guy had 28, 24, 36, 28, 29. He's still that consistent with 10 assists, 12 assists, 11 assists.
He leads the league. It was him and Halliburton going back and forth leading the league assists.
Yeah.
So it's like if I like him on the Magic because they need shooters too. Magic needs shooters. They have so much defenders, so many capable like wings who can move around, play like multiple positions. Like they just need that one guard to take him there. Because respectfully, who is it? It's I don't know. I think it's like Anthony Black or something like that. He ain't the one. He ain't the number one. No.
Yeah, no.
And they have Bane too now. Like Bane's a shooter. They can like if you imagine Trae Young with Bane, Franz, and Paolo. You know what they can all average.
Yeah.
Paolo can average 30, yo, with Trae Young giving him the ball, setting them up. Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, and either one of you can hop on this. First, I'm glad you mentioned that. Bane is actually also another fair player. He's probably not, in the superstar conversation in the low market teams. But what do you think about him over there? I know you probably last saw that clip where he fouled somebody hard, and smacked the ball all the time. I didn't know how they would come back from that type of frustration. Like when you got somebody doing stuff like that, you think they're in their head about it. Like I don't like where I'm at right now. I don't like what's happening or something. That's how I felt about it.
They just need a point guard, man. They've been needed a point guard. I never liked Cole Anthony for them as a point guard.
Yeah,
they need to draft somebody who's like a pass first,
a little more elite.
Yeah, because they're relying on France and Paolo to create their own shots. Don't get me wrong, Paolo can create his own shot, but France has somebody to pass him the ball and get him like shots, bro. His averages will go up. He's an all-star. To me, he's an all-star. Paolo is a 1. Paolo could be a 1 if he has the right point guard around him.
Yeah,
that's just I don't know. It's just players like that. Like they need point guards to put around. Like Carmelo wouldn't have been the 1 without Stockton. Right? That's kind of how I look at it.
Definitely.
They need something like that.
Troy made Clint Capella so better. If you put Clint Capella on the Bulls, he's not going to score more than 4 points probably. He's going to get a lot of rebounds. Don't get me wrong, but Kobe White's not going to set up Clint Capella like Trae Young will. Yeah.
What do you guys think is the mindset around these NBA GMs when they're trying to build around their star? When you clearly have a very clearly defined star on your team, like we were talking about with the Hawks with Trae Young, and they go out and they get a guy like Kristaps Porzingis, and it's like we want to win, right? Kristaps is a good player, right? We like having him, but at the same time, when you look at like the Wemby situation, where the Spurs were not very good in his first year, but they're able to build around him, they're able to get those pieces, and now they're going to be a contender in the West there. What do you think separates these teams in terms of when they have a star and they're not able to build around him? Do you think it's upon the star to then just elevate the talent around him, or is it just kind of on the GM to be like, you got to put the right guys in piece, or else what are we doing here, type of thing?
Brilliant question, because I'm wondering, how many you got to first we have to dissect how many GMs actually care about the progression of the team and who's trying to save the most money.
It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy when they don't care.
It's huge, obviously.
And the owners too, and the owners that are the ones that are making those money decisions.
Yeah.
They're the ones that got to be held accountable with it too.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking about the Clippers. That prime time heyday. Just ridiculous.
Right now done.
Yeah,
but prime time though, it was fun. They just. I never liked Doc Rivers for them because I never thought he was a good coach. Because the reason why people love him is because of 2008. The 2008, like the championship we won in 2008, everybody was like, okay, he's a good coach. Then
when he had everybody,
when he had everyone, John Rondo, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, they had a good team. Now, like when you look at it now, he's blowing. He's like since then he's like the coach who blew 3-1 leads.
Yeah,
2 of them with the Clippers, and one of them like obviously it was like set. It was a Clippers again. Yeah, it was the Clippers in the 76ers. Yeah. It was 2020, and then it was 2015. So like those years, like blowing leads, like how you have a job blowing a lead, and now he's like doing stuff like over, like I don't know. He's just never been a good coach.
Then he goes to Milwaukee and he squanders Dame and Giannis,
and he brings over what's that? Darvin Ham. Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. He just attracts bad like coaching help. And owners, speaking of owners, like when Michael Jordan was the owner, you could tell. Like Michael Jordan was the owner for the Hornets. Like that's like they were the worst at their worst. Like I think basketball players who become like owners or coaches, like 70% of them don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they just ruin the organization. Outside of like Larry Bird was a good exception because he actually made. Now they're like they made the play.
He made Celtics pretty good.
So, yeah, right.
Him and
Bill Russell.
Danny Ainge.
Yeah, and Danny Ainge is a good one.
They really took care of the Celtics.
He did that little flip. He fleeced the Nets. Fleeced them.
Oh yeah.
Fleeced them. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those are like good examples, but not all of them.
Little side note here: how do you think LeBron would be as an owner?
Oh, I don't know. He has a mindset for it. But
it's hilarious.
I feel like he'll just be so like caught up with other stuff that it just won't go well.
It kind of be like a little, hey, look at me, a little attention grab type of thing.
Yeah, right.
After that,
definitely.
He'll be the owner of Cleveland for sure, and then he'll probably try to I don't know. He'll just try to push out like something like I believe in Evan Mobley though. Like Evan Mobley, he could be one of them. He could be that one of them ones.
Yeah, it's funny. It definitely mentionable for sure because he's already La GM. You know what I'm saying?
La GM, yeah. He's already kind of getting the experience with the Lakers right now a little bit.
Yeah, he can move people where he wants to. He's been doing that since
Lakers don't even need
rumor since
that real underrated kid. What's his name? Bronny. That was a steal that they got him.
Yeah, right. No, seriously, he's showing every reason that he should be there right now. Yeah, he's making it happen.
Yeah, because without Bronny, bro, LeBron wouldn't even be on the court, bro.
Dude. Honestly, at this point, yeah.
So like,
then he just
Bronny brought
0
him
points.
the sign he needed.
He had 0 points in his previous starting. Geez, Louise, you don't want to get into players that shouldn't be there, right?
He's like a I don't know, bro. He's just a defensive guard, bro.
Yeah,
it's like a better Pat Bev.
Is his defense? His defense really good?
He's good at defensively, like on ball, super good. But he's just better Pat Bev. He doesn't have his offense. I hope his offense gets better because he can he's not a starter by any means. Luka, he's my MVP right now. We're getting into that. He's just been because everybody thought the Lakers were gonna be bad, but now the Lakers are good. Like they're like 10-5 or something like that.
Oh, maybe you should stick around. Huh? Yeah, we got Lakers next, man.
Oh, word.
Yeah, we're gonna
talking about LeBron.
We're gonna be talking about the Lakers later.
Oh yeah, because I have a lot to say about Luka because he definitely.
That's perfect.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yep, that's
we got a 2-for-1 here. Fantastic.
Yeah, lucky money, definitely.
So when I look at the NBA Finals from last year, when you have two small market teams playing, and there's a lot of attention on them, and a lot of attention is given to those stars that they have on their team as well. Obviously, Shea on the Thunder and all the pieces around him with Chet, and then you got Halliburton and his crew. What is it that small market teams have to do outside of success? Because I feel like they just don't get the attention regardless, even if they're kind of mid, even if they're a 6 seed or like one of those bubble teams. They're not getting the attention unless you're like a top 3 seed, it feels. So is that just kind of an unfair hand that they're being dealt, or is there anything that the league itself can do? Because there are really good players all over the place. Lowry, LaMelo. You look at like we said, Trae Young, who really isn't getting the attention that he has deserved, I think, throughout his career. What can the league do to promote these guys and not just focusing? Because I feel like that's something that a lot of people struggle with the NBA. Is it's very, you got some teams here, you got some teams there. It's kind of a lot of the same.
Yeah.
Right. So what can the league do to maybe bolster some of these smaller teams?
No, right. On the head, I mean, it goes into what you said about, how can the team itself incorporate in new ways to make them more, effective, or even just with advertising at this point too, because it is unfair. I do want to see Lowry play live. And it's been like that for the last few seasons. There's always been a team or two where I was like, I kind of like how they play. I wish I could see it more. I want to see Memphis play more in 2023. I was just like, why don't we see Ja Morant and them? You know what I mean? Because Morant was injured or whatever. But what was my guy's name? Big fella with Memphis. No, I'm talking about Jared Jackson Jr. Yeah, it was incredible to watch. He averaged like 26 points. I was like, dude, I got to look at these highlights every night, right? So, yeah, definitely I think that it comes down to, them seeing that value. Maybe they need to pay attention to the Twitter feeds. Maybe they need to listen to the fans a little more and see who they want to see. Honestly, because we talk about it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about that last segment in a way of the fact that, the fans want one thing, the league wants another thing, and the players want something different as well. And so finding that middle ground between all three parties, I think, even when the NBA is looking at expansion, it's like, how can you be talking about expansion when you're not even giving love to the teams that are already in your league right now?
How about it?
And I get that they're underperforming, but at the same time, utilize something different, like change it up. Like there's a viewership issue for a variety of reasons, but at the same time, maybe if you implemented something like, I don't know, getting rid of the lottery, the rigged lottery that the Mavs got Cooper Flag with, that's a whole nother story. But, how about we just, a lot of those lower level, smaller market teams are oftentimes some big underperformers as well. So what if you just went straight to hey, you are the worst team in the league. You deserve Cooper Flag. You deserve that. You can get some more parity in the league.
That's how it goes.
That's how the Timberwolves got back to it.
No doubt.
When they got Ant, And then Ant became how he was. Eyes got on the Timberwolves. Now they made the conference finals 2 years in a row. Now Eyes are on there. That's how I feel about like if the Matt, let's say like the Trailblazers, right? Like Scoot, right? Okay, so like Trailblazers, they have all the pieces like in like 3 to 5 years to be so good. It's just that nobody cares. Nobody like cares, and they play really good, even though they're under 500. They like if you watch the games, they're close with every game. It's just that nobody cares. The only time people care is when they stop the Thunder from going like 11 and like they might be 11 or no. And they were the only team to beat the Thunder, and that's the only time they got their shine when they beat the Thunder.
Yeah,
I feel like they have to do something like that, like beat good teams that are like up for them to get the shine they deserve. That's the only time we ever heard of like the Trailblazers this season. And Denny Avdia, that's another player who's just on like a bad team, but he's playing on good stats. He could get shipped around to another market and be super productive. Like it's just players like that. Like it's all over the league. Like even like even on the Wizards, bro. What's his name?
Keontae George.
Yes,
Yeah, he's in my list too. Yeah.
Like bro, like he's averaging like 19, 20, and he's like what? He's like a rookie or in his second season.
Yeah, second season.
He's out here doing stuff like that, and because the Wizards are not good, nobody cares. Like it's just like it's aggravating. But Lally, he's been a lockdown.
Yeah,
and nobody cares to speak on him. Like I watch the whole NBA, so I'm gonna speak on like certain like teams. Like it's just like I don't know.
Because I gotta agree with you. You know, it's definitely it's tough. Portland Trailblazers. As soon as I hear their name, I'm just like, you guys. You know what I mean? For the last like 6.
Those guys up there.
Yeah. We played Trailblazers.
That's how the Nuggets were too. For the Nuggets, they got Jokic, and now they up. They used to be that team, but now it's so you get that one player, and then now you're back in the Thunder. Yeah. Got that one player,
and that's why you need to get rid of the lottery, right? Get those big players.
Have that talk. Like this year, like AJ, when AJ pops up, like get like I know the Nets or like the Wizards gonna be the worst team. If one of them can get that, and you have AJ, bro, they're in, especially because they're in the East. Like the East is like obviously it's been like that for years. The West has been better than the East.
Yeah,
like that for years.
Yeah,
but like it's not like we're different though, because the last 8 championships, like, I think 3 of them or like 2 of them were East teams. So like it's not like that, but it's like we just need like a diverse way of just like spreading the love to everybody. If you're the worst team in the league, it should be if you're the worst team in the league, here's the first pick. Second worst team in the league, here's the second pick. It should be like that. Yeah. I don't care about that lottery because it was been rigged since like 85.
Yeah, with LeBron or with Jordan.
It's been like that for years,
they had
bro.
It all played out.
Like, bro, like
D Rose coming to the Bulls. I mean, like, it has worked. It has worked in the Bulls' favor a couple times, but
that was ironic. Chicago,
yeah. Who knows? These smaller market teams, they'll hopefully they get the love that they deserve because clearly they've got some fabulous talent here, and I'm hoping they can get what they deserve here. Yes, sir. After missing the first month of the season, LeBron James had some comments after his first game back last night. Josh Lee and I will break down what LeBron had to say and what it could mean for the Lakers the rest of the season.
Chicago Sports for sure.
SportsTownChicago.com.
It's the summer of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. To reach peak summer mode, you need your summer coffee. Like a smooth, new s'mores frozen Dunkin' coffee, a refreshing butter pecan iced coffee, or a sweet coconut cream pie cold brew. What could be better than an iced or frozen coffee on a hot summer day? Nothing. Dunkin' Donuts has all your favorite flavors this summer. So come enjoy the summer of coffee and keep cool out there, kids. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
When car dealers fight for your business, you win. AutoJudo.com makes car buying fun by letting dealers compete for your business live. Real-time Auto Judo fights are the fast and easy new way to get multiple dealers' best offer on any car you want. It's free and anonymous. Only the dealer you select as the winner of your Auto Judo fight receives your contact info. You're never obligated to buy, so test drive your best deals now at AutoJudo.com. Dealers fight, you save.
Yo, check it out. We got the finest pizza in all the land. Italian Fiesta is on deck, and I'm telling you, it's a hit. These pies don't miss. No matter what time you get the munchies. Pepperoni, extra cheese, turkey Italian sausage, they got all the toppings. Italian Fiesta delivers until midnight during the week and 1 a.m. on the weekends. Plus, you can use your Uber Eats or Grubhub if you got the app. And if you ain't rocking with the pizza that night, try one of their sandwiches or pasta. And they have plenty of side dishes, just like me, if you know what I mean. Hop online and go to ItalianFiesta.com or call 773-684-2222. Piece of pizza, that is.
There's only one place to watch your favorite sports team and have mouth-watering pizza. Come on down to Moretti's Pizzeria, where you can get a pizza for half the price every Tuesday. Try out our delicious varieties of pizza, sandwiches, and much more. I don't know about you, but a gooey mac and cheese pizza with a size of cheesy mozzarella sticks and watching sports sounds like paradise to me. Stop by at one of our 12 locations near you. We're open 7 days a week, anywhere from 10:30 a.m. to midnight. Visit our website, Moretti'sRestaurants.com, for delivery, catering, and even private parties. Moretti's, we bring the fun.
Did you know that Club New in Aurora is the ultimate entertainment complex? Monday nights, it's free football and darts in the sports bar. Tuesday night is league night. Join the pool and darts team. Wednesday night is ladies' night at Club New. All the ladies get in free. Gentlemen pay a $5 cover after 9 p.m. Thursday night starts the weekend off right with college flashback night. Low price drinks, retro music, and an awesome buffet. Friday and Saturday night, it's the hottest dance club in the suburbs. Club New Nightclub and Sports Bar is located at 2121 New York Street in Aurora.
You've tried the hit places, but they leave you hungry with an empty wallet. That's where Gretel comes in. They got what you really want. Visit their chic, lounge-like gastropub and try one of Chicago's top burgers, the Gretel Griddle Burger. A house-made bun and garlic aioli set this one apart from the rest. And don't miss half-price oysters, 4 to 6, Monday through Thursday. With rotating drafts, craft cocktails, and portions that don't skip. This is one of Logan Square's best-kept secrets. Monday through Thursday, 11 to midnight. Friday and Saturday, open to 1. 2833 West Armitage. Gretel, let's make this a night. Visit GretelChicago.com for menu and more.
Back to your home for sports. Here's your SportsSoundChicago.com update.
I'm not muted. That's what I was about to ask you. All right, cool. All right, good deal. So, and then you'll just clip out this part where you just keep going.
Back to your home for sports. Here's your SportsSoundChicago.com update.
At 9:20 p.m., I'm Lee Sanders with your SportsTownChicago.com update, powered by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to beonair.com. NCAA Live, the number 4 ranked Arizona defeated the number 3 ranked UConn today. Final score was 71-67. Jaden Bradley showed up and showed out with 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists for Arizona, while Eric Reed led the way for UConn with 15 points. Bears kicker Jake Moody was signed off the Bears practice squad by the Washington Commanders. This comes after Commanders cut their previous kicker, Matt Gay. Moody previously made a game-winning kick for the Bears against the Commanders in October. Blackhawks' Connor Bedard scored his second career hat trick, leading Chicago to a 5-2 win over the Flames. Connor Bedard has scored 10 goals and 11 assists in his last 10 games. Cubs pitcher Shota Imanaga accepted a 1-year, $22.25 million qualifying offer to return to Chicago in 2026. Cal Tucker did decline his option, however, and is now a free agent. White Sox acquired left-hander Chris Murphy from Boston in exchange for catching prospect Ronnie Hernandez, plus added outfielder Everson Pereira and utility man Tanner Murray to boost retooling. And the Chicago Bulls will face off against the Trailblazers in Portland tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. You can watch this game on YouTube TV, NBA League Pass. This was Lee Sanders with your ChicagoSportsTown.com 2-minute update.
I can fit in with anybody. I don't even understand why that was even a question. What's wrong with these people out here? I can fit in right away with anybody. So, just watching the guys their first 14 games that I missed the first 14, just watching them and seeing, I was just putting myself in position while I was watching the games of how I can help the team and how I can be successful to help those guys. And, I'm still able to gain a lot of eyes when I'm driving the ball.
All right. Welcome back. Back to the Donlee Sports Show. I'm Lee. I am here with Matt. We've got Josh on the show. We're about to talk LeBron and the Lakers. If you just heard that clip, LeBron talking the nitty-gritty about him being back in LA and what it could mean for the future. Hey, thanks for joining us again. I don't mind whichever one of you guys want to kick that off. How did y'all feel about LeBron's comments? I got a lot to say. Typical. Yeah, I can dig it, a little bit of confidence in there. feeling good about his game back. LeBron, excuse me. 1, 2. Are we all good? Little technical difficulties. Am I on point now? Would you like me to turn you up or? Yes. Yes. Mic check, Josh. Can you hear me? Okay?
We all good. We all good.
My apologies.
That's all good. That was typical LeBron though. That was typical LeBron cockiness right there. I kind of love it, but at the same time, it's like, all right, man, we'll see what you got for the rest of the year. You know, coming in a month late. Big words for that. And yeah, I mean that typical little LeBron chuckle there. You know, a little. What are you talking about, man?
No
I kind of
doubt.
liked it.
No doubt. Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate it. Lakers really did their thing yesterday. Did you see the game, Josh, or what happened?
Yeah, bro, I definitely seen the game. You know, it's just like I even like with LeBron on the court, like the Lakers before him on the court, they always played like a certain type of basketball. They seem like I'm not gonna lie, they seem like they gel, bro. Luka and AR seem like they definitely gel. Rui has some decent shots and like that, but it's really like what can LeBron contribute to this team, because he looks like he's passing the ball more. He had like 14 assists and like that. So it looks like he's passing the ball more, letting Luka be the leader of the team, which should be, because he's damn near 40, about to be 41. So,
Yeah.
Bro, he should be passing the ball. So yeah,
Big time. You know, Lakers won 140-26 against the Utah Jazz in LA last night. And yes, LeBron did not score heavy, had 11 points. However, double-digit assists and 3 rebounds to contribute. He did have a steal, and this was in 30 minutes. Lakers get the win by 14. I think this is notable, actually, because it was their largest win in the last 5 games. No, it was not. They blew out the Bucks, crucially. But it's still pretty
still
good.
140 though.
Yeah, it's still pretty
140.
good.
I mean, you're dropping 140. I mean, defense, 126. That's kind of to be expected in the modern NBA. But
Yeah.
looking at some of these numbers, I mean, Luka going off as always. I mean, you said it earlier, Josh. Like Luka for MVP. Like
yeah, that's me right now. I ain't gonna lie, he's definitely my MVP.
Looking good because he can still play next to LeBron. That's what I was worried about. I love the comment. It can go both ways, because it's like, come on, what do you expect from me? I'm top notch with assists, amongst other things. I've been leading around the board, since I've been doing this. So I respect the comment, and I'm actually just excited too and questioning what's his confidence moving forward. Just getting adapted to this new playing style. We know you can find people really well, right? We know that you're always available to orchestrate. You know what I mean? But how do you really think he can gel in with Luka and AR? With all of them being facilitators.
You gotta make that magic role work.
Yeah.
You gotta just become like a magic for this team. I feel like that's like the best way I could put it. Like how Magic was at the end of his career. Even though Magic never was able to shoot, LeBron kind of can shoot a little bit. It's more so like, okay, I got young players better than me who move quicker than me, you know what I'm saying, are in their prime. Let me get them the ball, give them their shine while still being the player I can be.
No doubt.
So
and going back to his comment a little bit too, like he's out here bragging about the fact that like, yeah, what do you expect? I'm gonna gel with everybody. Well, I mean, and he's giving a lot of props to his big man DeAndre Ayton, but at the same time, you look at Ayton, who kind of characteristic of him, hasn't always gelled everywhere he's been. So I don't think it's just a LeBron type of thing to be like, yeah, man, I can gel with anybody. I don't know, man. Like sometimes, you are at the end of your career, but it's not always a given that you'll just come back a month into the season on a 10-4 team and just click automatically. And I think that's just some of his, arrogance a little bit coming out in the sense of like, I get that you're LeBron, but it can also be difficult to gel with new guys on a team that you have not played with this year so far.
Yeah. He gives the chuckle kind of like, are you serious? Like he thought about it like this. It's funny. And I just love that confidence, of course. But yeah, it was interesting because I'm like, well, now you got a little pattern you kind of got to keep up with, I guess. You kind of got to be as consistent with those assists, be as consistent with finding people. But I do like this look, though. 11 points, 12 assists, and they all combine, Aiden, Reeves, and Doncic. Let me do my math here correctly. This is like 84 points, right? Aiden had 20, Reeves had 26, Doncic had 37, and even Jake LaRavia had 16. This is beautiful. You know what I mean? they won't score that many points every game, right?
Yeah.
But this is gorgeous.
No, and I mean it's a new role for LeBron for sure. Like if this game is indicative of what we're gonna see from him going forward, it's different to see him be more of a facilitator than a primary scorer. And he still will put up his big numbers. He will still shoot the ball and drive and do everything that makes LeBron great. But at the same time, it is kind of nice that he has these players around him. If he is going into the twilight of his career here, to have this, ability of talent around him. You think of some other star players that kind of went out a little ungracefully. You look back to the other GOAT comparison with MJ, right? He's going out with the Wizards, in the early 2000s, right? I think it's nice for LeBron to have this group around him.
Big time. You know what I mean? DeAndre Ayton with that 20. Like you said, he's not exactly always been consistent everywhere he's went either. So you do want to see these 3 20s in a row. You want to see him have at least 10 rebounds. I mean, he rarely get 10 rebounds a lot of the time, and he's had it 3 times in the last 5 games. So I can dig that too.
I don't know. Like I'm not too sold on him because of the fact of what he did at the Trailblazers. When he was on the Trailblazers, he kind of gave up.
Yeah, he sold.
He kind of sold himself up on this team.
You don't have to worry about getting iced in LA though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. None of that. And he was and on the Suns, he played. I'm not gonna lie. When CP was there, he looked like real good. Like he looked like he was gonna be a number 1 pick. Like,
yeah.
And then he left, and then he had issues with KD, and it was just like all that, and it was just like, and then I don't know. He just never panned out. They started trading him, never panned out. I don't know. I hope he can find a home.
I think he's
somewhere.
soft.
I hope this is his home, but I'm not too sold on him until he shows me something more. I gotta see something playoff wise at least.
I think he's just soft. I think he's very talented. He doesn't have any aggression. He doesn't. I love to see these rebounds. That's why I said when I watch him, he doesn't really crash the board very much. But yeah, I think he's just a little soft.
Do you think that's kind of a common thing to see now with number 1 overall picks from the last 10 years? They come into the league with these massive contracts, and then they're continuously injured, or like you said, they're playing soft. Do you think that that's kind of a theme with first overall picks, or do you think that's just kind of a him characteristic?
I think it was him. I don't think it's. I think
because it was Ricochet, it was Wemby, then it was
Wemby. You don't got
Wemby. You don't got to worry about Wemby, and then it was Paolo, Cade. Who's it was Ant, and it was Zion.
Well, Zion's another one that
I
I'm
love
thinking
Zion,
about.
bro, but he's never on the court.
That hurts to
That's
see.
him. That's him though. He's never on the court. It's an injury thing, but Ain's the one in the last 10 years is he just never panned out. 17. Oh no, 17 was Markel Fultz. He just got injured. He's a bust. I ain't gonna lie.
I was about to say
He's
Markel,
a bust.
yeah.
He's a bust.
Who's he? I
I don't even think he's on a team. He might be on the Kings. I think he's on the Kings. I don't even think he's on the team.
Is he in the
bro.
G
I ain't
League?
gonna lie.
Right? Yeah. What happened to him?
He had a shoulder injury and then his career. I thought he was gonna
couldn't
come
shoot
back of the
anymore.
year on the Magic. I thought he was gonna do some great things on the Magic, and then that didn't pan out.
Oh, he's on the Kings now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he'd have a breakout comeback story when J. Cole. He's free agent now.
Free agent now?
Thank you, Adam, in the back.
Appreciate you,
Yeah,
man.
you got Adam on the
Fact
track.
checker
baby.
Adam in the back. Dang.
Y'all know Adam yesterday. Appreciate you. Adam on the track, dog.
16 was damn, you're kind of right. Cause 16 was Simmons. He had a great start, and then his confidence just killed him. So
What
yeah,
happened?
his
That's a topic
confidence-
tomorrow.
His confidence just killed his soul.
Happened to
15
my man.
15 was Cat. So Cat's he's all right. He's soft though. Cat's soft, and I'm saying that as a Knicks fan, he's soft.
Cat's pretty soft too. He's not soft as Aiden, but
He's not soft as
yeah, he has his moment. He has his moments. Yeah,
Big purse still pops off every now and then.
Yeah.
He had that. His first good game was against the Heat. I was so happy for him. Like, yes, finally, play good.
I think Cat's the type of guy where how a big guy, you can imagine he's strong enough to probably knock you out and stuff, but he's still scared. He's wait for you to turn around and hit you. Cat's one of those guys. If he catch somebody off balance on the dribble, he'll put the hardest shoulder down to him, be yelling, run down the court. Let him go one-on-one.
When he grabbed Embiid and he just tossed him, and you're just going off and fighting.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is funny, bro.
Let him have a one-on-one opportunity shooting that 3 from 40 feet out. You know what I mean? Fading away 16 feet from the rim. It's same thing. He's
always
soft too.
shooting, bro. But he gets rebounds though. I don't think I can attest for he gets rebounds. He can get rebounds.
Mr. Aiden is the king of floating too, and that's what it kills me.
Yeah.
You're just so big. You're so big, and you just got good. You got good body structure, dude. You could bump people around a little bit more than you do.
It looks like he lost a little bit of weight too. Am I right about that?
You think so?
He lost some weight.
Possibly.
A little quicker.
Just looking at the pictures, I remember him
Possibly.
being kind of a big buff guy that it still kind of made you think like, what's he playing like this for?
Don't like how you play.
And now he's thinned out a little bit. And it's like, okay, that kind of matches the style of play a little bit.
Yeah, because you can always appreciate if somebody just puts the ball in the basket at least. So this is definitely appreciable. But no, I don't like his game at all. I don't like him. I don't like Patrick Williams. I don't care.
Oh, you like
You never will like him.
Oh, really? Oh, really? You don't like that? Well,
That's how I feel about James Wiseman.
My dog. I'm sorry.
I feel that way about James Wiseman.
He knows, man.
James Wiseman, I did not like, bro.
That's a specific one.
I did not like
That's
him. And he
specific.
just never hit. He never hit. Him and Marvin Bagley. I wanted Marvin, but I wanted him to do so good because he was on the Kings and they got traded to the Wizards. I was like, yes, finally earned a team that could do good, and he did not do good.
Yeah. Can I say? And we're getting started, right? Can I say stuff like that? I'm learning my route. Patrick Williams is a good player.
He is
with
a good
great
player.
potential.
Defender.
He can frustrate people sometimes for sure.
Very much so. He works very
I think
hard.
that's a pretty well-known thing in Chicago sports media.
Yeah.
The love-hate relationship with Pat Williams, sometimes more on one side than the other.
Yeah. I want to be careful. I don't like him. It's so strong.
But y'all drafted him.
Don't
Sure,
like
he's a
his
good
game.
guy.
I don't
Sure,
like
he's a
his
good guy, but
I hate his game.
You drafted him so high, so he's like a fourth pick. He's a fourth pick for who should just be a defender. Like, damn,
We got rid of everybody for him. We got rid of everybody to keep him for no purpose.
Hey, at least we got Pat.
Yeah, we got Pat. It's applauding, man. Applauding, I should say. Yeah. Very
So
interesting.
going forward with this season, the Lakers, I mean, do you think this is a consistent thing? We talked about injuries a little bit earlier. Do you think if everybody stays healthy, do you think this is a potentially very deep Lakers team? No. You saying no, Josh? No.
I want you to kick it in.
They're not messing with the Thunder.
Houston or Thunder, okay.
Not messing with the Thunder, not messing with the Rockets. They're not messing with the Spurs. They're not messing with none of those like high teams. No, absolutely not.
And the West is very stacked.
West
I think
is
that's a
super
big one. It comes right back to that guy we were just talking about, DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go against Sengun and Durant. You got to go against
Jokic. You know Jokic is going to do to him?
Yeah, Jokic is going to average 25 points at least at the minimum against Ayton. He's just not that aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, it's nice to see what LeBron's able to do, but having him as a core piece right now, he's still a very good player, but to have him against some of these younger teams that are hyper athletic, it is kind of hard to imagine that they're going to go any further than maybe I could see him going, second round maybe.
Second round,
but
about 3 games.
Depends on who they play.
Yeah, dive maybe like 5 to.
They play like the
4 to 2. I mean,
right. They play like the Clippers. I think the Clippers are just an old team. They're just old. It's an old organization. What is it like? They're like a retirement home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A retirement home. Like just a bunch of old heads.
Yeah. Another thing is, if you when you think about being on the other team and what does it take to stop it, like when they come into the game with these objectives, it's fairly easy to kind of slow the Lakers down. Don't get me wrong, Luka is very effective off that double team, but when he is missing or you do stop him, it does make their game very much harder to play. When he's 1 for 10, it's harder for them to win because he's so heavy into orchestrating in the offense anyway.
Such an on-ball player.
Yeah.
So if you take that away from him, he's not going to move around. Then it's just on LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron's once you figure out LeBron can't shoot that well, play off of him. He shoots. It's over.
Yeah.
Game over.
When LeBron 10 to 3, I mean they could win by 20 virtually.
Right.
For sure. So but that's the hard part.
And they're depending on AR. AR is not the one you want to depend on. You want to depend on Luka.
Yeah. I do like AR's ability off the ball though. Well, I know you agree with that, Matty, too. He is. I will say that he's perfect over there as far as like with them missing that because they do miss a lot of slashers. Excuse me. Like, what I mean, nobody's really playing off the ball. Besides, is Gabe Vincent?
He is garbage.
Why? I'm like, what?
I don't want to be. I'm not bad. I don't mean to disrespect nobody, but he's garbage.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
Like he. Bro, he had like 0 points in the playoff game. Like he's garbage. Even on everybody's peak was the Heat. When everybody was that Heat team, like Jimmy Butler, like they made like the center on the run.
Yeah.
Them, and then they branched off into the different team, and each one of them became garbage.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, I don't know.
Jimmy Butler's the glue guy.
He's the glue guy, right? And everybody just became garbage. Like what happened? Bro?
Sheesh.
I don't know.
No, it's a real spill though. I'm curious as well as far as what are they going to do about defense? You know what I mean? That's what it gets down to. When you do stop Luka, when you do stop Austin Reeves, it's really hard to stop him.
They can't. And they cannot play defense to save their life. Luka is the first 6'7" person I've ever seen
They don't have any defense.
who cannot play defense.
Yeah, Austin Reeves has great
Austin Reeves
defense.
has great
LeBron
defense.
is
LeBron is
there.
obviously
He's
LeBron,
just lazy.
He's just lazy, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm 40, I don't care.
And I'm the GOAT. Like, I don't have to play any defense.
Luka is a person like when I saw him. The reason why like I'm so angry about that is because like, bro, like you're such like what? You're leading the league in points, but you can't stand in front of somebody. Even Harden, when it's time for Harden to lock in and play defense, Harden can play some defense.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, like especially that block he had against on Lou Dort. I will always remember that 2020 bubble. He blocked and he threw it off him. I was like, yeah, Harden play defense.
Yeah, definitely.
Luka, liability.
It's kind of weird with him coming from Slovenia when he's coming from Europe. You know, you think those guys develop as full players.
Yeah,
rough over there,
it's
boy.
kind of an American trait, in my opinion, that he's coming over here as a primary scorer and can't play defense. Like,
yeah,
that's something I feel like you don't see too much. And I kind of thought that, well, who knows? Maybe going to the Lakers, he'd be able to develop that a little bit more. Doesn't really look like he's really got that yet, but
yeah.
And the Lakers,
he's still young, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I think for sure. I think that that was why Kyrie and Luka were so talented together because, like you say, coming from Slovenia, right, just coming from Europe though, and having that rougher style of play, that different style of play where it is more team oriented. You know what I mean? And straight to the point. I think that he kind of falls short a little bit. I feel like he kind of falls short a little bit because he plays in a way that evades. So like, you know, a real fadey game or some floaters or something like that. Don't get me wrong, he'll get into you downhill. You know what I mean? Gain that foul and stuff. But for the most part, he doesn't want you to touch him. Whereas Kyrie Irving is like, I'm coming right into you and I'm inviting the contact. So their playing styles. I just noticed that was kind of perfect. Yeah, he'll come right up to. He'll be right. Y'all will have bodies touching. He's like putting it behind you.
That's what he did against the Timberwolves. That's why he
score right on you.
Like he
was frying them.
He was like Ant had a challenge. He's like, yo, Ant challenged him. You don't do that, and he showed why you didn't want to do that. But
yeah, he spoke up.
The only thing was that Brown figured it out, and I'm not gonna lie, Brown played excellent defense on him in the finals. Actually,
yeah,
great defense. He was like with them every second, and that's why they won.
No doubt. Well, this was a wonderful show. We are going to wrap it up strong. Josh, I appreciate you being here every time. You know what I'm saying? We got to get you back.
Josh, thanks for hopping on, man. This was fun.
Adam in the back, in the lack.
Adam with the facts in the back.
Right? We're gonna lay it down one more time where we can find everybody. Maddie, where can we find you?
Matt_D14 on Twitter. Once again, that's 2 underscores. That's why I say double. So Matt_D14 on Twitter.
Get it right. Josh, what you got, man?
You got the underscore Gango with 5 O's on Instagram for me.
If you want to spell it, well, how would you spell it?
What?
Your handle.
My handle GANG and then 5 O's basically.
5 O's.
Yeah.
Good money. You right?
You know what I'm saying?
You got BROGEODI, right? Most handles is an underscore before it on TikTok. I am about to do this here first, and then bam.
Man, I love to hear that music.
You know what I'm saying? Got to put that music in to roll us out.
That means we wrap.
You know what I mean? We're wrapping it up. Thank you guys for joining us for another show, Donlee Sports Show. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Drive safe. Be blessed.
Peace.